3 children are dead tonight after a Thanksgiving apartment fire. Our Andrew Amuzu has been at the scene in Kenosha all day. Andrew, obviously, this is heartbreaking news, but neighbors say they tried saving these children.
Right now, but it's going to be Fox Local, right?
Andrew, can you hear me? Hey, Andrew, can you hear me? We got...
That's right, and as you can see just how close each door is to each other, neighbors say that has helped foster a bond that was very evident last night when neighbors said that they came close to saving a father and his 3 children.
To see something like that happen and everything, and knowing that, you know, kids were in there, it breaks everyone's heart.
Miguel Angel Cordova says there is a heavy feeling in the air today after a fatal fire took the lives of 3 children on Thanksgiving.
Seeing something like this up close definitely showed all of us that, you know, you really never know when something like this can happen.
Police in Kenosha Fire say they got to the area just before 10:40 Thursday night near the corner of 43rd Avenue and 52nd Street. Police say a 10-year-old boy and a 9-year-old boy died. And on Friday afternoon, it was announced their 7-year-old sister died too. Family confirmed the names of the children as 10-year-old Riley, 9-year-old Connor, and 7-year-old Elena. Police say their father, who family confirmed as Joshua Cannon, was treated at a local hospital for smoke inhalation. His condition has not been released at this time.
A lot of us were out here in literally shorts and everything, literally came out here just to try to help and get to them as fast as possible.
Cordova says he's lived in the complex with his family for 20 years. He says each unit has smoke detectors, but no sprinklers. And despite the cold, he says neighbors did all they could with what they had.
We all knocked on everyone's doors. We were getting people out, having people move their cars from that side of the parking lot. Something like this is very heavy and it's not easy, and we want you to know you have people behind you.
Created for the family. And a GoFundMe has been created for the family. You can find that link on our website, FOX6Now.com. As for the investigation, police say that things are still early at this time, but they are still looking for more information, and there's no new information at this time. Reporting live in Kenosha, Andrew Amuzu, Fox 6 News.
All right, thank you very much, Andrew. Well, turning to the other weather now, the other big story. Taking a live look outside, it is the calm before a big winter storm. Like it or not, there's a bunch of snow headed our way, and it is probably going to be a lot for everyone. Weather expert Holly Baker is here now. Holly, some communities could see more than others, but it seems like a wide swath of southern Wisconsin is going to get hit pretty hard, right?
Oh, yeah, and it's going to start really as soon as 1 a.m. for this upcoming morning. Yeah, we got a lot of snow and we got a lot to unpack here in this pretty much entire coverage. And we're going to be pretty much covering this storm tomorrow as well as it's happening on our Fox Local. So be sure to join us here as we will be streaming this all day. But we look at our winter headlines. We have a winter storm warning in effect widespread. That's everybody here in the pink. That really covers the entire southeast Wisconsin. Now that goes in effect from Saturday morning. Some areas, southern counties for sure, will be starting at 3 a.m. while others will pretty much have that winter storm warning to come in effect at 6 a.m. And that's going to go all the way till Sunday at 6 a.m. So expiring Sunday at 6 a.m. for all of our counties here in southeast Wisconsin. We could get roughly 6 to 10 inches of snow. Some areas could even exceed that, while some other areas may not get as much as the 10 inches, but you can definitely expect this storm to pack a punch, and it will affect really the visibilities all day. Visibilities are going to really be low, and it's going to be lasting from Saturday morning all the way to Sunday. So it's an all-day event for Saturday for sure. Sunday is when we'll start to at least get the lighter end of it as the storm is ending. We look at our current satellite and radar, not any snow out there right now. We do have a few of those clouds pushing through the area. Other than that, today is as beautiful as it looked. But a bigger look at the picture, though, you see some of that snow is already getting really close to our area, just really off to the southwest there. That's going to continue to move into our area later on tonight. So we're about hours away from the storm, about roughly 6 to 10 hours away from this storm being in our area. So definitely keep updated with us here. And I'll have more details on the timing of this coming up next in the full forecast. Over to you, Brian.
Yeah, a lot more coming from you, Holly. Thank you. While you're watching our stream of the storm coverage, we also invite you to tap into the Fox 6 Storm Center app. Track live radar, monitor weather alerts, and view the latest Fox 6 weather webcast. The Fox 6 Storm Center app has you covered. Well, winter parking rules will officially go into effect on Monday, December 1st. For many communities around the area, a bunch of municipalities are already putting restrictions out for this weekend. In Milwaukee, there will also likely be a snow emergency this weekend, meaning the parking rules will likely go into effect early. If a snow emergency is declared, the rules are different depending where you park. There's alternate side parking, and if you're unsure, DPW says to look for the posted signs on the street. Well, because of the weather, the Admirals have moved Saturday's home game against Rockford to Sunday. Sunday's game will now be at 4 p.m. We're told fans who have tickets for Saturday's game can use them on Sunday with no problems. The Admirals say this major snow event for our community is going to make travel very difficult for fans, staff, players, and officials coming to and leaving historic Panther Arena. They add, be safe and see you Sunday. We keep getting more closings by the hour. You can see the full list on fox6now.com/closings. And you can help Fox 6 tell the story of this winter storm by sharing your pictures from your neighborhood, your location. Visit the Fox local mobile app tomorrow. Find our winter pictures post and upload your snapshots right from your phone. It's simple, and we might just use your pictures during our all-day stream. We're going to be talking about this quite a bit tomorrow. Well, today, the biggest shopping day of the year, and Pleasant Prairie Premium Outlets kick things off early for Black Friday. We're talking 6 a.m. early. Holiday shoppers making it their mission to get their hands on all of the hottest doorbuster deals. And of course, this is going on all over the place well into the weekend, where people can not only enjoy discounts from their favorite brands, but feel a little holiday cheer with festive music and seasonal decorations there at the outlets. Premium outlets will be open until 9 tonight, and if you can't indulge today, they will be open from 10 to 9 tomorrow, though it might be a little harder to get there. And over in Brookfield, Von Maur is following suit. Shoppers are pairing their classic holiday shopping with the classic holiday experience. They're not talking about crowds and chaos associated with the traditional Black Friday. They're offering what they say is a nostalgic, polished, and customer-first encounter. Part of that includes their live piano entertainment.
One of the things that Von Maur is known for is our piano players, and during the holiday season it's so beautiful to come and shop, enjoy some music and the sights around, and maybe run into some families and friends that are visiting from out of town and just get in the holiday spirit.
And if you're heading there, Von Maur also encourages you to take advantage of their free gift wrapping and free shipping services. That department store open tonight until 9. Black Friday deals are here, and for some people in Milwaukee, it's a race to buy exclusive Black Friday beer. Here's a beauty shot of one of those special drinks. Bowen Kadrowitz is at Lakefront Brewery checking out the Black Friday craze.
This morning, people were lined up out the door of Lakefront Brewery looking to get their hands on that Black Friday specialty beer. Now that line is gone and people are packed inside Lakefront Brewery enjoying those specialty beers, and it is a party inside the building today. Now, early on this morning, people were lined up out the door waiting to get their hands on the beer. People came prepared for the cold, however. People were bundled up in lawn chairs, and some even bringing space heaters along. Now, there are 4 different specialty beers you can get, including an ale, a triple IPA, and some stouts for this Black Friday sale. Lakefront Brewery says this is their most sought-after collection of beers. Some people we spoke with say they've been waiting for more than 10 hours before the door opened, and another we spoke with says that he was waiting since yesterday evening. Now, for some people, it's more than just Black Friday shopping. It's tradition.
When they first started doing it, it was 2011 or 2012. Yep. Patrick started around 2013 or 14, somewhere around there. So, say every year we're right up front.
We got here right open at 8 a.m. for not just this brewery, but then going to a lot of others. So, long day of Black Friday beer shopping.
And the supply of these Black Friday beers are going fast, but we spoke with the president of Lakefront Brewery, and he says that everybody who was waiting in line this morning should get their hands on one of those special Black Friday beers. Here at Lakefront Brewery, Bowen Kadrovich, Fox 6 News.
All right, thank you, Bone. Well, there was plenty at stake on Thanksgiving as the Green Bay Packers feasted on their opportunity in the Motor City. Lily Zhao in studio with more on that big 31-24 win over the Lions. Lily, this one felt like it had some significance, like a signature win for the team.
Yeah, absolutely, Brian. It was one of their most complete wins since weeks 1 and 2. But, you know, when you're looking at it, it's a very packed field atop the NFC. With the Packers win over those Lions, not only does that keep them in playoff contention, they're also 3-0 in divisional play. Jordan Love and the Packers offense answer the bell time and time again, converting 3 crucial fourth downs, which ultimately determined the outcome of the game. 2 of those fourth down conversions were touchdowns, while the third and final one iced the win. On the other side, Micah Parsons led a defensive attack up front. He finished with 2.5 sacks and made NFL history, becoming the first player to have 12-plus sacks in each of his first 5 seasons in the NFL. And for Parsons, this win, definitely not easy.
That was a 12-round boxing match. Ali, like, that's what it felt like. So, you know, this is a team we won't write off. We probably see them again. So this was a big win for where we want to go, win the division, playoffs. That was a playoff game. So we just have to stack these up.
Packers sweeping the Lions for the first time in 5 years, and next week they will have to tackle the task of taking down Caleb Williams and the Bears. Brian.
Sweep the Lions, now 2 coming up against the Bears. Big time of season. Thank you, Lily. Well, they've been on the lam for weeks. 2 sheep spotted wandering around Ozaukee County, and now it appears their days of being on the run could be numbered. What the man behind the plan to capture them is telling Fox 6 News tonight.
Residents are rushing to dig out from a major lake effect snowstorm this Thanksgiving week. I'm Katie Byrne in Jamestown, New York. I've got the details coming up.
Well, if you're looking for something to do this weekend other than shoveling and blowing snow and you want to get into the holiday spirit, there are some local light displays making their return. Country Christmas is back at the Ingleside Hotel in Pewaukee. The event opens up to cars starting tonight. The event raises money to help give gifts to area children. Fox 6 is, as always, a proud sponsor of this annual attraction, and a holiday tradition in West Allis will start today. Candy Cane Lane runs every night through Christmas. People in the neighborhood go all out here. If you've never been there, you got to check it out. Decorations to celebrate the holidays. The tradition is also about helping the fight to end childhood cancer. Candy Cane Lane covers the area between 96th and 92nd Streets and between Montana and Oklahoma Avenues. Now, a heads up, Grafton's Christmas parade scheduled for tomorrow has been postponed. The parade is tentatively being rescheduled for next Saturday, December 6th. Police say there are several factors, all due to the weather. Of course, it's a lot of snow. Emergency services, they say, would be stretched too thin. And of course, the fact it could be a little unsafe for people in the parade and everyone heading there to watch it. That little burst of snow we had earlier this week turned into a powerful snowstorm in parts of the Northeast and the Great Lakes on Thanksgiving Day. Fox weather correspondent Katie Byrne has more from Jamestown, New York.
We don't have too much wind today yet. Let's knock on wood for that.
Yeah.
The wind is pretty bad around here.
Some folks might be pushing their trips home from the holidays for one more day following a massive snowstorm that hit the Midwest and Northeast on Thanksgiving. More than 24 hours of lake effect snow from the northern plains to New England, causing big trouble on the roads. Folks here in upstate New York say it's all part of living in the so-called snow belt, but also admitted the driving is getting more difficult.
Just one of the first ones, just gotta be careful because people drive like it's dry roads instead of snowy, you know. It gets pretty slippery.
Others say they're enjoying the winter wonderland and taking advantage of the snow while it lasts.
I'm from upstate and we got family out doing some hunting, and God graced us with some good tracking weather.
It's also having a big impact on the skies. Major hubs like Chicago seeing significant accumulation, leading to a ripple effect throughout the country. More than 10,000 flights were canceled and hundreds delayed in the early hours on Friday. Some stranded travelers are bracing for a long journey home. The lake effect snow warning is in effect here in western New York until at least tomorrow, so we're not out of the woods just yet. In Jamestown, New York, Katie Byrne, Fox Weather.
Well, obviously, the big story right now is the snow, and we've got a lot coming. With it being cold today, does that change things? It seems like things are going to start sticking right away when it starts falling tomorrow.
Yeah, so the fact that it's already cold and you still see snow out there from when we had snow a few days ago, right before Thanksgiving, and some of that has not melted, at least by my house, it hasn't melted. And I think that adding what we're already going to see, that's going to even make the accumulation pretty much a lot bigger too for a lot of areas. But we got a lot of factors that can play into how much snow we get. One of them is going to be pretty much lake enhanced snow. We could possibly see some of that where the areas on lakeside could possibly see a lot of snow as well, but that's going to be really a toss up based on if we actually see the lake enhancement once the snowstorm gets here. But let's go ahead and look at those winter headlines. So we have a winter storm warning that's going to start to be in effect mainly for the southern counties starting at 3 a.m. However, the rest of southeast Wisconsin is going to have that winter storm warning in effect starting at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, and that's going to be extended all the way through Sunday at 6 a.m. So a full 24 hours of a winter storm warning, and during that entire duration, we're going to have the snow constantly falling. So that's going to really make a lot of impacts for a lot of our areas across southeast Wisconsin. Mainly, though, the southern communities will see most of the snow. This is a look at some of those impacts, though, of what we could see. The heaviest snow being in between midday and even the evening of Saturday. We could have about 1 inch per hour in snow rate. So it's going to make for messy travel as well as low visibility. So if you can be in tomorrow, be sure to get everything you need tonight so you can just enjoy a snow day at home. We look at our conditions right now, very, very cold, below freezing at that. We're right at 28 degrees here in Milwaukee. Feels more like 20 outdoors with dew points at 13 degrees. Wind is from the northwest at about 8 miles per hour. And as for now, pressure and visibilities overall are looking pretty good, but that's all going to be set to change, especially as we get to tomorrow's forecast. We look at our temperatures right now, though, for everybody. We're seeing 30 out there for West Bend. Everybody else is ranging from mid to upper 20s, and we're really not going to have temperatures to move that much except for down. We may drop a little bit more as we head throughout the night. We'll get down to at least the lower 20s, very similar to what it was last night. That's kind of what we're going to be expecting with temperatures tonight. Now we look at the feels like temperatures. Some areas feeling a little bit cooler than others, but overall, though, we're all ranging to feel from the teens to the lower 20s with those feels like temperatures. While some areas kind of are just like their temperatures, there's not an actual wind chill out there for those areas. We look at our satellite and radar too across southeast Wisconsin. Nice and quiet, but this, I tell you, will be pretty much lit up with white and even some shades of purple tomorrow. And that's going to be all the snow that we're going to be expecting A bigger look at the picture, though, this is what I'm talking about. This is how close the snowstorm is to our area. That snow will definitely start pushing into our area late tonight, early, super early. I'm talking midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning for tomorrow. Here's a look at some of those winter impacts, though. The timing of it, mainly, again, it's going to be the midday to the evening for Saturday, so that could affect travel, whether you're flying or even driving. Here's a look at that storm track, though, on our Sky Vision Plus. You notice that we're tracking that snow that's already out there. It's going to continue to move closer to our area. This is early Saturday morning, and then that snow is going to continue to push. Yeah, you see the rain, but that rain's not going to come to our area. We are going to continue to get this heavy snow really even into Sunday morning. Sunday morning is when that snow will be finishing up, and at least by noon on Sunday, that's when we can expect the snow to be out of our area, leaving behind a lot of clouds, but we do have some minor disturbances as well. Now, as far as the storm totals, here we are, 7 to 10 inches for some areas in the northeastern portion of our viewing area, and also some areas just south of us could even see 10 to 12 inches. So a lot of snow on the way. Here's a look at that 6-day planner. We have several chances of snow to be on the way, not just for Saturday and Sunday, but as we head towards next week, we get a few days to be dry, which is looking like really Monday for the first half of the day, then a few snow showers, and then Tuesday is the driest day before we're tracking more snow again, Brian, on Wednesday. And temperatures get cold too.
I was saying maybe Sunday some sledding, maybe some skiing before it gets really bitter cold, because start of the week we're talking single digits, right?
Yep, especially for lows early in the morning. Yeah, it's going to feel like Christmas, really look like Christmas outdoors too, but it's going to be really, really cold. People need to be sure to bundle up, get those hand warmers or something if you're going to be outdoors.
Get that snowfall play in on Sunday then. Well, we have just about 1 week left on our 41st annual Coats for Kids campaign, and we need your help. Join Fox 6 and Landmark Credit Union for a special drive-through collection event on Tuesday, December 2nd. Our Stephanie Barrett-Keller will be out in Brookfield to accept your donations, that is, of new and gently loved coats. Here are the details. From 7 a.m. to 10 a.m., head over to the Landmark Credit Union headquarters, location on Executive Drive. The first 200 cars to drive through and donate at least 2 coats will get a voucher good for 2 tickets to an upcoming Milwaukee Admirals game. So get those coats ready to donate, and we'll see you December 2nd. Well, the sheep are still on the lam. A pair of missing sheep still being spotted in Ozaukee County. The new insight we're getting on the plan to catch them and why it could be a race against time. That is coming up next. And a reminder as we go to break, tonight Fox 6 will be airing an encore presentation of Gales of November, the final voyage of the Edmund Fitzgerald. The documentary will air at 7 p.m. on our subchannel TV6.2 or on Spectrum Channel 986. It's also available right now on demand on Fox Local and the Fox 6 YouTube page. I don't know why I'm so into this next story, but it is now a race against the clock to capture a pair of wayward sheep in Ozaukee County before the big snowfall hits. It appears they've been hunkered down in and around Port Washington. This video was taken around 8 o'clock this morning. It's on the north side of downtown Port by the bike path and the American Legion post. That's not far from the hill that leads into Upper Lake Park along the Lake Michigan bluffs. The sheep have been roaming in Port for most of the week.
Oh, there's 2 sheep in our yard.
That was Tuesday night, spotted on the north side of Port near Thomas Jefferson Middle School. A homeowner caught that video right outside his front door. And while it's not entirely clear where the nomadic lambs came from, they've been spotted all over the past couple of weeks across Ozaukee County, from Thiensville to Grafton to Mequon, especially up along the lakefront. A week ago, security cameras caught them sauntering through the campus of Concordia University right along the lake bluff near the switchback path. And then they picked up speed, running across the soccer field. And then finally, they went for a trot around the backside of Capco Park where the Lakeshore Chinooks play baseball. As of this afternoon, a young couple from Union Grove says they've set up shop in Port Washington. They believe they know where the sheep might be returning tonight, and they hope to drop a net on the elusive pair. At least that's what they told me on the phone. But they declined to do an interview, writing, and this is a quote, "We are on a super strict time frame due to the snow that's coming tomorrow. We can't stop setting up our trap for an interview." Anyway, we hope they are successful. We'll try to keep you posted on that one. The holiday shopping blitz, of course, is officially on. Coming up, why the weekend could be the highest spending Thanksgiving weekend ever. And like it or not, a big snowstorm is headed our way, and then comes the bitter cold. We'll check back in with weather expert Holly Baker next. Welcome back. A winter storm set to bear down on southeast Wisconsin, and this one could pack a punch with widespread totals pushing 8 inches or more. Weather expert Holly Baker is in the Storm Center. Holly, obviously we are headed for a big day of snowfall tomorrow.
We are, a very big day with a capital B. Yeah, we have a lot of snow and a lot to unpack here to help you guys stay prepared. We're going to start with this winter storm warning that's already in effect, or it has already been issued, but it goes in effect starting at 3 a.m. for our southern counties. And then for the rest of southeast Wisconsin, that will be at 6 a.m. But it's really going to be extended through the morning, all the way Saturday morning, all the way through Sunday morning. Again, widespread for southeast Wisconsin. And this is because of the amount of snow that we're going to be getting here. We got about 6 to 10 inches roughly that we could see. Some areas could even possibly get higher. Now we look at this snow schedule for you. So the start time for majority of our areas here with seeing that snow, it's going to be around 8 o'clock Saturday. The end time will be 7 a.m. on Sunday, but we're going to give those flurries time to get out of here. So we could even see on Sunday around noon, that'll be when you start to not see those flurries anymore. Now the heaviest time, or the heaviest amount of snow that we're going to see, that timing for that starts at noon tomorrow, and it's going to pretty much go throughout the rest of the day. It's going to be slow and steady, so it's going to be 24 hours of snow. So here's a look more at that timeline. You should shovel about every few hours. Be sure to take breaks because that could be very dangerous as well, shoveling the snow. Low visibilities are going to be included with the gusty winds that we're going to see from the southeast, and even too, some low totals could be possible near the lake, but that's also if we don't see lake enhanced snow. But in total, we could see about 7 to 12 inches of snow in our area. And this is a breakdown of during the times how much we could see. So from 8 to noon, 1 to 2, and then from there, we'll start to see more. But we're going to talk more about this snow and the timing even more coming up next. Back to you.
So I have to go fill up the snowblower gas can tonight. I have to remember to do that. Hey, Fox 6 has you covered for tomorrow's winter storm. We'll be streaming live on Fox Local, the Fox Local mobile app, fox6now.com, and the Fox 6 News Milwaukee YouTube channel all day long. Count on updates from the Fox 6 weather experts and our crews in the field literally every 15 minutes. And while you're watching our stream of the storm coverage, we invite you to tap into the Fox 6 Storm Center app. You can track live radar, monitor weather alerts, and view the latest Fox 6 weather webcast. The Fox 6 Storm Center app has you covered. Of course, we keep getting more closings by the hour, and you can see that full list on fox6now.com/closings. Plus, you can help Fox 6 tell the story of this winter storm visually. You can share your pictures from your own neighborhood. Visit the Fox Local mobile app tomorrow, find our winter pictures post, and then upload your pictures right from your phone. It's simple, and we might use your pictures during our all-day stream. More than 186 million Americans are expected to shop between yesterday and Monday, Cyber Monday. It all starts with today, Black Friday, part of a projected $1 trillion with a T shopping season. Fox's Caroline Elliott has more from Atlanta.
I got here at 6:40 a.m.
Why?
I wanted to get all the good deals before everyone else came and raided it.
And she's not alone. Thanksgiving weekend is expected to break records this year, with some analysts predicting this will be the first $1 trillion holiday shopping season. And it all starts today on Black Friday, with millions of Americans packing malls and stores to grab those deals.
It might be 2025, but I was born in 1997, and there's nothing like shopping in person.
An estimated 63% of Americans wait until after Thanksgiving to start their holiday shopping. And even with affordability a major issue this year, consumer confidence remains high, with wages starting to catch up to inflation.
I believe that we're going to see the best shopping season for Christmas ever, even on a per capita basis. And that's because people have the money.
And while thrift isn't expected to be a big theme this year, more shoppers are focusing on quality over quantity. More than 186 million people plan to shop between Thursday and Monday, a new record. And America's small businesses are hoping to get in on the windfall. This weekend represents up to 20% of all business revenues, and some are highlighting a different atmosphere at mom and pop stores.
You're not going to see any fistfights over big screens at our small businesses.
After Black Friday and Small Business Saturday comes Cyber Monday, when the focus is all about the best deals online. In Atlanta, Caroline Elliott, Fox News.
All right, thank you, Caroline. Do you have a plan on what you're going to buy? Well, consumer experts say if you want to find deals on popular tech like TVs and headphones, or appliances like air fryers, those items were expected to sell out quickly today. Cyber Monday generally has the best fashion deals. And if you need any new furniture, experts say your best bet is waiting until President's Day, although I don't know if the furniture stores want to hear me say that. Now, let's not forget about our local businesses this holiday season. Fox 6 photojournalist Matt List caught up with Jordan DeChambray ahead of Small Business Saturday in the 3rd Ward.
It's a different, more personalized experience when you're shopping in store. Our local businesses are the lifeblood of the economy in Milwaukee. We're definitely the shopping district, fashion district, but also we are the art district. We have nearly 20 galleries alone in the Marshall Building. We have restaurants on every block. People live here, people work here, people enjoy life here. It is walkable, it is safe, and we're really lucky to call it home. This is also the time when you start seeing all the windows being decorated for the holidays. Stores like Shoe and Mainstream Boutique and the District Row and Leela all have gifts with purchase. Some have a percentage off of everything in their stores, so really great deals that way. We have restaurants who are doing incredible gift card sales. If you're looking for a great deal, the 3rd Ward is definitely a place to come for Small Business Saturday.
I would add you might want to make it Small Business Sunday with all that snow coming tomorrow. With Thanksgiving over, it is expected to be a busy day for plumbers. I don't know about this one. Brown Friday. Hey, that's a thing. It is one of their busiest days of the year. Roto-Rooter says the plumbing industry gets a 50% spike in service calls the day after Thanksgiving due to homes full of people using the bathroom. Pipes and disposals are also pushed to their limits in the kitchen, with turkey drippings and food scraps causing clogged drains. Some say it's the grease and the potato peels. Let's hope that's all it is. Roto-Rooter says they also see a 21% boost in calls throughout the 4-day holiday weekend.
Before you judge me and my circumstance, I must warn. This is a story of murder.
It's a bit dramatic, isn't it? Thank you.
My husband was killed in the dead of night. His last breath taken after a series of inexplicable, unconnected events that together would change the world forever.
Ah, the stench of rotting paper bills. How I have missed you.
Here they're calling it the crime of the century.
Wouldn't you like that?
But who had murdered my husband?
A group of Gilded Age celebrities gather at an eccentric tycoon's home, but things take a turn when he's found dead. The Artist streaming now on the network. Gino, who did you talk to from this ensemble cast?
All right, are you a fan of Mandy Patinkin?
Absolutely, and my wife loves anything Gilded Age, so
all right,
sure.
You're going to love him even more after this interview. He is amazing, and he and his wife do a lot of things on social media, but his relationship in this show is not one to aspire to. You have been an example to me in life of what a marriage should be like with your real life marriage, and in this show, what my marriage should not be like.
It's the most dysfunctional marriage on the planet. But what I love about this guy is he won't give up on it. That's his glory and his tragic flaw at the same time. But it is the world's most dysfunctional marriage. But you know, as they say, that's acting.
Okay, let's talk about that, because I can see it on his face. Your face when you are in these scenes with your wife, you can see it from a mile away of what he's thinking and feeling.
I can't believe that. I can't believe that that she hates me so much. You know, I don't understand why she stays with me. But I'm not leaving, and she's not leaving because she likes the pocketbook. So that's it's pretty interesting, but. It's also an interesting moral tale. There's Aram said to me in the beginning, it's a Russian comedy. I didn't know what the hell that was. I had to call my friend Brian Kulik, who's the smartest guy I know on the planet. I said, what did he tried to explain to me? I still don't know what it is. But what I do think what it is, for what I'm sure of what it is, it means that it's based in reality. It's not like silly voices and goofy eyes and, Three Stooges. It's really based in reality. And as we know in life, sometimes the funniest things are just the most extreme, absurd, unbelievable circumstances that we're living with every day and everywhere you turn. And not always funny, equally tragic and funny. It's a tragic comedy. And so there we are. And I forgot where I was going because I'm an old guy.
There's just something about his personality. It's so infectious. You want to watch what that's all about. And we mentioned
exactly right. And I have watched it. The first 3 episodes dropped yesterday. But Brian, this is a unique thing because it's not on Netflix. It's on a new service. And
the network. What is that, Gina?
That service, and the best part, it's free.
What is the network? How do we find that?
You're going to find out right now. I woke up at 5 a.m. this morning excited because I've never had anything but great conversations with you, and I just admire what you do. You just make me happy.
Well, thank you. I'm the luckiest guy in the world. I got a great family, grandchildren, a wonderful dog, and I get to work with some of the greatest people in the world. The actors that Aaron brought together to be in this playground were just off the charts. I mean, I felt like I was just in heaven every day. I got to tell you, I got to always say this. It's right here. I can't forget. I want everybody to go. Aaron started his own network, believe it or not. He wanted to make stories that he wanted. He didn't want to have to deal with the politics and Hollywood and all that stuff. So who does that? He started his own network. Aaron Rappaport does that. That alone made me go, who is this guy? I got to meet this guy. And when I met him, he was just a collaborator. He was humble. He was gifted. And I just adored him. And I felt safe instantly. And so I just want people to know, you go to thenetwork.stream and you sign up, the app or whatever the heck you do to get there. I don't know what you do, but you go to thenetwork.stream and it's free. It is free. I'm so happy about that. I hate it when people who are good friends can't afford these expensive platforms.
Yep.
This is free.
That's the price everybody likes to hear, especially right now, right?
You're not kidding, Brian. So in my career, I've done a lot of interviews on red carpets. In fact, I'll be doing one on a blue carpet on Tuesday with Hugh Jackman when he's in town for Song Sung Blue. But I've never had a cute a moment as took place at the Zootopia 2 premiere. You have to see what happened with Jason Bateman and this young reporter.
Can you please really get me up on this step?
You want to get up on there? Okay, here you go. 1, 2, 3. There you go. All right.
And can you please actually really hold the microphone,
I'll hold
please?
it. Yes, exactly. Look at you. This is like a little animal sweater you've got on. What kind of animal is this?
I think
Like maybe a
lion.
A lion, exactly.
Can you please tell me your name?
My name is Jason Bateman. I'm the voice of Nick Wilde, the fox in the movie. Have you seen the movie yet?
I got to say, that's adorable, but Jason Bateman is doing everything these days. He seems like he's everywhere, Gino.
Yes, his Smartless podcast, one of the most popular. He's just a great guy, and you can see that with that sweet little girl. I thought it was a beautiful moment.
All right, thanks a lot, Gino.
Thank you.
Stay warm in the snow tomorrow.
I will.
And to other news now, the clock is ticking at the Justice Department, which only has about 3 weeks now to release the Epstein files. This follows a new law requiring nearly full disclosure about what the government knows about the disgraced financier. Attorney General Pam Bondi says she will comply with the law requiring her department to release all it has on Jeffrey Epstein, the late financier accused of trafficking women and abusing girls. Keep in mind there can and probably will be redactions to the documents to protect either victims or ongoing investigations. Officials say the investigation into the shooting of 2 National Guard members extends well beyond the nation's capital. The suspect lived in Washington state. Investigators are also probing his past, as the 29-year-old suspect is originally from Afghanistan. Fox's Mark Meredith has more.
Federal prosecutors say they'll seek the death penalty against an Afghan national living in the United States accused of shooting 2 National Guard members. The charges expected to include first-degree murder.
We should be pressing the ultimate charges, the death penalty for someone who has attacked our National Guard on the streets of Washington, D.C.
Investigators continue to look into the suspect's past. Ramanullah Lakhanwal had worked previously with counterterrorism forces in Afghanistan and was evacuated to the United States in 2021 under President Biden, granted asylum this spring under President Trump.
What was the motive for somebody who supported the U.S.'s efforts in Afghanistan for so long to drive across country and clearly conduct a targeted attack against 2 National Guardsmen?
Investigators say they continue to look for any potential link to global terrorism.
Did he have contact with other people in the United States or in Afghanistan that might have led him or assisted him in carrying out this terrible attack?
In June, a Justice Department audit showed Afghan evacuees were thoroughly vetted under procedures still in use today. Questions now center on the process for allowing refugees into the U.S.
When we talked about vetting, it's not a one-and-done situation. This is something that has to go on and on.
Several different government agencies are responsible for coordinating the vetting process for refugees. It involves a series of security screenings, biometric and background checks, as well as interviews. In Washington, Mark Meredith, Fox News.
All right, this might sound like a story out of the 1800s, but it's not. It's right now an Illinois man charged in connection to a Kenosha County resident being scammed out of more than $460,000 in gold. Prosecutors say the man, 44-year-old Chintan Thakar, is accused of taking part in a coordinated gold bar scam that targeted a senior citizen. According to the complaint, the victim was allegedly manipulated into turning over large amounts of gold under false pretenses. Investigators are working to track down another suspect and any more potential victims. Well, ahead on Fox 6 News, bring on the snow. A winter storm warning set to go into effect tomorrow. Holly Baker coming up next to time it all out for us. All right, we're going to talk about the big story. It's the weather. Let's take a live look outside. I believe this is the Estabrook Tower cam, and it's going to look a lot whiter even than that tomorrow. Obviously, a lot of snow on the way. Holly, is this a light, fluffy snow we're talking about, or along the lakefront may be different? What are we looking at here?
Overall, we're looking at more or less that wet, heavy type of snow. So it's going to really be difficult shoveling because of it's so heavy. So it's going to contain a lot of water because this isn't the type of storm you see where it's going to be coming straight from the north where it could bring in a little bit of the drier air. This is a panhandle hook winter storm that's going to be moving in, and these don't really happen that often, but what's going to happen is going to be coming from Texas, so it's going to be bringing in a little bit more of that moisture entering into our cooler environment, having that snow to fall, and that is why it's typically going to be a little bit heavier as it does fall. So just keep that in mind as you are planning ahead with shoveling, and then we'll break down all of that too. But let's look at the winter headlines here. So we have a winter storm warning that goes in effect starting Saturday morning, and it's going to go all the way through Sunday morning. Now the times, those southern communities, your winter storm warning will be in effect starting at 3 a.m. for this upcoming morning. And then for all the rest of our areas here across southeast Wisconsin, your winter storm warning will be starting at 6 a.m. But both are in the morning, and they're going to be an all-day thing, and it won't expire until Sunday morning. And the reason we have this is because we're expected to see a lot of snow out of this storm. Different areas will vary with the snow totals, but a range for you is roughly about 6 to 11. Some areas could even sneak in 12 inches of the snow, so almost a foot. We're going to see a lot of snow, but here is a look at that snow schedule for you. This is Saturday into Sunday. Start time as early as 8 a.m. Could even be earlier than that, but we'll really start to see the accumulation by 8. End time will be 7 a.m. on Sunday, and then you see here the heaviest for this snowfall is going to start at noon, so that's when we'll start seeing that heavy snow around noon. It's going to be very, very slow and steady. So over a course of 24 hours, we will see roughly 6 to 11 inches, even some areas 7 to 12 inches of snow. But again, this isn't all at once. This is going to be over a period of 24 hours. Our snow totals will end up being around 7 to 12. But this is more of a snow timeline. So roughly we'll see. You can shovel every few hours to get this out, but from 8 to noon, 1 to 2 inches. From noon to 6, we could see roughly in between 2 to 4 inches, maybe even 5. 6 p.m. to midnight tomorrow, another additional 2 to 4, even 5. And then 12 a.m. to 7 into early Sunday, we could see roughly 1 to 2 inches of snow. Visibilities will be low because we will have gusty winds coming in as well. So that's going to make for the visibilities to be low. So you want to be careful with your travel, especially if you're driving. We look right now, though, at conditions. We're right at 28 degrees, feels like 20 outdoors. And then our dew point is at 13 degrees. Wind is currently from the northwest at about 8 miles per hour. Visibility is okay right now. We look at those temperatures, very much so on the colder side, below freezing at this point. And temperatures will gradually go down as we head throughout the night. Here's a look at the feels like. So some areas feeling a little bit cooler in the teens, while some other areas are kind of staying near what the actual temperature is. Those wind chills will get down to the single digits as we head throughout the rest of this upcoming night and even tomorrow. We look at our satellite and radar. The snow is a little bit of a ways out, but it'll arrive later on tonight. Here's a look at those impacts again. We'll have heavy snow that in poor visibilities is really what we could expect starting Saturday around the midday. Now, this is a look ahead on our sky vision as we plan ahead with that snow and the timing. You see a little after midnight, we'll start having that snow pushing through the area. It's going to be an all-day thing as you see that snow dominating the area. And this is heavy snow. It's going to continue into Sunday morning. By noon, though, all of this should be out of the area, leaving behind cold air for our area. Now, as we head to look at the snow totals again, roughly in between 7 to 12 inches, possibly a little less along the lake. Here's a look at that 6-day planner. Colder air arrives after this storm. As you see, there are single digits for lows, but we do have several chances for some lighter snow next week. Over to you, Brian.
Well, it sounds like we're going to have that. You wake up, you expect a foot of snow. It's not necessarily going to be there, but it's going to be building throughout the day. And Fox 6 has you covered for tomorrow's winter storm. We're going to be streaming live on Fox Local, the Fox Local mobile app, fox6now.com, and the Fox 6 News Milwaukee YouTube channel. That's going to be going on all day. Count on updates from the Fox 6 weather experts and our crews in the field every 15 minutes. If you want to know what's going on tomorrow about the snow, trust me, you are not going to have a hard time finding out. Just stick to one of our platforms. We are going to be all over digital. A group of researchers have an idea for Thanksgiving leftovers, and it could change the way we travel. Fox's Rebecca Castor has the latest.
After gobbling up that Thanksgiving turkey, those fan-favorite side dishes, and all the countless desserts we can't resist, it's time for the leftovers. But if stuffing your stomach with more food is the last thing you want to do after a full day of Thanksgiving feasting, there's a new plan. Convert those food scraps into jet fuel.
So we try to, my lab, to mimic the Mother Nature's process.
Professor Yuan Weizhang, a researcher at the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign, says his lab of agricultural engineers has found a way to take excess food waste and convert it into biofuel. The team started by collecting food waste from nearby food processing plants, then using a chemical process to essentially fast-forward nature's timeline, which would normally take millions of years to create crude oil from organic matter. Now, minus the waiting, the team's food-turned biofuel has all the makings to go straight into a plane as conventional jet fuel.
Think about today's economy. We are more than 80 and 90% of our daily consumer product is derived from petroleum, crude oil. So if we can supplement or replace the crude oil, then, well, the world is much nicer.
But while the future of fuel could come down to what's left on the table,
sounds pretty cool.
Some say they have mixed feelings about turning those leftover holiday scraps into future fuel for travel.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I feel like most leftovers are probably not great for powering vehicles. They're better ate the next day.
I love that. Yeah, I mean, we compost, so any way to make that not feel wasted, I think is a great idea.
At this point, these findings are still more of a proof of concept, but researchers say it does open up the possibility of using food waste to help the airline industry eventually achieve net zero carbon emissions. In Washington, Rebecca Castor, Fox News.
All right, so again, we've got all of that snow coming. I want to point something out, though. When you wake up tomorrow morning, if you go, where is all the snow they were talking about? I thought this was going to be a big storm. It's approaching, but it's not going to be the heaviest stuff until later in the day, until midday and later in the day. It's going to be snowing most of the day, but be aware, this one's going to accumulate. It's really probably going to be overnight and into Sunday when you wake up and you go, wow, we've got maybe 10 inches of snow on the ground. At least that's the way things are looking right now. Good luck to those who are trying to track down the sheep in Port Washington, and thanks to all our viewers who are watching us on Fox Local. We will continue tracking the storm with help from Fox Weather after this break.